7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The screen flickers on again to Saga of Sylvonia. New game? Load game?
Load game.
Once again, and the pages of the screen turn to show the pixelated avatars of the party doing their little two-frame dance. Up and down, up and down. Continue, Saga?
Yes.
Continue.
Continue!
Let's go.
The pages of the book flutter and goes back. The screen goes back to the library where the bookkeeper rests. He lowers a fancy teacup he seemed to have been drinking from. One of his bandaged hands reaching up to readjust the bandages around his mouth. Welcome back. And oh, so soon. It's not been so long since our last meeting. Ah, and look. A new player has joined the table with a new chosen of his own. But that will come later. From where we last left off, the chosen heroes had been waylaid by a landslide. After finding a grove of healing and visiting that first village that the story started upon to deliver forlorn news. As they were told of a pass through the mountains through a volcano nonetheless. Party were set upon by some demons that were still roaming the countrysides. Even if the main force had pulled away, there are still some stragglers that all they want to do is run around and cause dismay. And this is where we return to our heroes. As he opens up the book, turning the pages to the party, right after the battle, having just finished looting. No. There we go. Yep. So, y'all have just finished looting the bodies, getting some zit, another chainsaw blade.
I think we're going to take a rest for the night, right? Before we venture into this mountain pass.
I think we should. That battle was a little tougher than we initially thought it would be. Although
Yeah.
we got some interesting items from the creatures that we fought. I look up at the volcano. Do you think that the volcanic ashes are responsible for the wealth of farming land in Cauldra?
Probably, but I can't believe there were demons again. Where do these demons keep coming from? Why is our barrier not holding?
I fear for what's happening back in our homeland if that's the case.
Yeah. Are you okay, Randall? I say, looking you up and down.
Well, good enough to continue. A little wounded, so I could use the rest.
Okay.
Fire will kind of walk up, rubbing her shoulder. But yeah, that'd probably be for the best. They kind of caught us off guard. And I can't imagine that volcano is going to be too friendly either.
Even if it's dormant. I don't see any smoke rising from it, thank goodness.
Yeah, the volcano had. I think it was last erupted 100, maybe more years ago.
Just the one leg. I'm looking at it right now.
And that sounds good to me.
Yeah. Think I see a spot out on the path that we could probably set up a camp right over there. If you want, I could set up the camp for everyone.
All right.
So that should reaches into her pack, starts pulling out a magic tent to start setting up. I believe magic tent is 4 IP.
Yep.
Yes.
There we go. She's down to 4 then. Yes.
Well, I'm surprised that we got the wood close by to start this fire. Thank you, Lesha.
Yeah,
No
Rosea's got a daydream for most of the rest. You don't know what she's daydreaming about, but she tends to look over at Randall, then look away really quick and blush.
So fun.
Since we're already taking a rest to recover at the moment, maybe I'll go for training for Briar. Have her go out with her crossbow and bugabud. Get some practice in.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Since
She'll
we're on the cusp of
fire off
not
bolts with
going
each of his
into
little noises.
I don't think there's going to be a travel here at the entrance. So I'll continue to talk to the rest of the group to get them pumped up for what's to come. And they kept talking.
So, who are you specifically giving a pep talk to? Because it is one ally, I believe.
One ally?
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to go with Rosea and do that. Because Rosea has that extra healing that we might need in a dungeon like this. There's a lot of burn coming our way. So I'll talk to Rosea. So what are you daydreaming about?
Oh, nothing. Hi, Randall. And I blush and look away.
Oh, come on. It can't be that serious.
No, I guess not. So what's up?
Well, I just wanted to tell you that we're going into a brand new dungeon, brand new enemies. We have to be pretty aware of what's going on around. Really appreciate your healing it, since fire isn't nice to anyone.
Yeah, I'll protect you, and if you get a owie, I'll heal it. Don't worry.
True. I appreciate that. But I just wanted to really give you a little bit of a lift if I could. We haven't talked tactically in quite some time. We've been doing mostly diplomatic things. Now it's time to start facing some danger again.
Sure.
I'm glad you did your thing out for all of us.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like you're underwater, Zax. I think it's because the music's playing on your end.
I'm glad you're here for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Just simply give her a single pat on the shoulder to hoist myself up to a standing position, and then walk over to where Kenzo is. How are things, Samurai?
Yeah, Lesha and Kenzo are probably both working on the armor.
Oh yeah, Kinzel's working on the hammer.
Yeah.
He's definitely hammering away.
Look, you gotta make sure to have the channels there. Can't just hammer over them.
It's got to be braced, I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, we still have to run the conduits through.
We can run it after it's braced.
Yeah. Hey, Randall.
I thought you already had a suit of armor. What's this?
This is something new. Something different.
Well,
Yeah.
is it built to fit the scanner? I'd try to look for the helmet.
No. It's not for the scanner. This is a totally different project. This one's for me.
Oh?
And keep
What
his dumb lug kit safe and protected, and give him a little last fuck you in case something needs to be going on.
Oh, a new weapon.
This is the design based on my home, but I'm adding a Kenzo touch to it.
Are you planning for another encounter against your brother?
For Kenzo, the music stops and he just glares at you.
So, what's your favorite food from Cauldron?
I'm not too sure. I would say curry. Curry's pretty good.
That's something I haven't had yet.
Yeah, it can be spicy sometimes, though.
What's wrong with a little heat in life?
I don't want my mouth on fire when I'm dealing with the forge.
Why? Everything else is hot. It might as well be hot on the inside, too.
Yeah. She's running some wires through some pieces you've already finished up.
I'm gonna take it and hit the armor, and it's gonna spark. I'm gonna. Oh, it's not supposed to do that.
Yeah. We can fix that. We can fix that.
Well, I'll leave you to it. I spent my time with you. I'll head over to where Briar's sitting. So, how's something? After all, you're away from home.
You
by
find
now.
Briar outside the tent, and she's practicing firing her crossbow into some nearby trees.
That's an interesting weapon. We don't have it in my homeland.
Oh, Randall. I was getting in some practice before we head in. Yeah, this crossbow was actually given to me by my master back in Silverwind. Over there, we don't exactly have high tech or magic tech like y'all do, so we tend to forge our own weapons through the bits of wood and metal we can find.
Well, I'm glad that you have this weapon now, especially with those ice bolts that you acquired. That could be very useful against specific enemies that we encounter in this upcoming play.
I got 8 of them left. Hopefully they'll go to good use. You know, you got a good point, Bugabud. I don't know if they're going to be very helpful when dealing with volcano enemies.
It's also possible that we might learn a new creature skill with. We might want to keep our eyes open for that.
Oh, that's right, Bugabud. I think I still got one more in. Maybe I could learn. Getting access to a new spell might be pretty helpful right now. Of course, if it's another fire spell, we can already flame and exhale.
True.
Kind of
We
redundant.
might want to save that ability for the next dungeon, which, if we're following the pattern so far, there's probably another elemental dungeon yet to come.
So it's
I
possible
think
we
I'm going
may.
to turn in. And before I do, I take a look over against the purple and magenta of the setting sun and look for a moment at the silhouette and slightly forlorn Rosea. I stand there for a moment, just thinking to myself about faraway lands, missed opportunities. I say again, coming to my senses, I think I'd better turn in. Good night. As he pulls the tent flint in, shakes his head to no one, and enters the tent alone.
Well, if I may stop you before you go into the tent. Well, while just kind of watching the sunset, but probably over the edge of the path. From further up the path, you will notice a figure walking down the path. Actually, starting to approach your camp.
Oh, time to let that tent flap go. Heads up. Someone approaches.
Fire
I
will
immediately jump
stop.
up and approach them.
Stay your blades. I mean you no harm.
Oh, hello. Who are you?
She'll look around at the party, just kind of clocking everybody for whatever detail she can see. And then her eyes will kind of lock on to Bugabud for a second. A bit too long, honestly speaking. And then she'll respond. My name's Olivia. Do you intend to enter the dungeon?
Oh, what dungeon? We were gonna pass through the mountain.
The
I see.
pass. Yeah.
I think I may be needed here, after all.
Well, hi, Olivia. I'm Rosea. You want to share a camp?
She'll kind of just sit down at the campfire. She doesn't even like respond with a yes or no. Just kind of sits with you.
Mm-hmm. So, are you a cauldron?
Yes, something like that.
Okay, I'm from
She'll
Ionius. My name's Rosea.
sorry, give me a sec. This is like a bit of a change for the introduction we had planned, so I'm just kind of trying to figure out how to approach this.
It's all good.
I was told that a group of travelers may find themselves this way, so I've been waiting. I hope you don't mind the additional company.
No. Did you hear the news? What happened to the capital?
I'm sorry, I'm not quite informed.
Oh, the demons have invaded again. The capital was under assault. About 40% of the population died.
So much death.
Yeah, but positive thing you do realize she was mentioning something about a huge wave of death.
That must be what she meant after all. And then she'll kind of like pause and look up at the sky for a moment.
So, who sent you? Why did you come this way?
So now I have to ask the DM, is that something that I should reveal, or is that something I should keep to myself?
I think we said that was up to you. If you of how open you want to be about it.
Fair. She'll look at you for a moment. Morgan. It was a request from Morgan.
Who's that?
The Arcanum. Death and rebirth. Surely you've heard.
Can I do some kind of
No.
knowledge check?
Yes. Give me insight.
Okay, 2d8. 10?
Yeah. It takes you a moment because Ionius doesn't much follow the worship of the Arcanum. Like they don't outlaw it or anything. It's just not been a focus of things. And then you think of like, yeah, one of the Arcanum in Cauldra, there is one of death and rebirth. Sort of guardian of the cycle of Wolf of Souls.
And what do I know about Arcanum in general? Like, can I get a refresher as a player too?
Well, Mysterians promote worship of them like a religion. As for everyone else, Arcanum are like guardians of the world, different aspects of the world.
So it's kind of like gods, but not really.
That depends on who you ask.
Okay. I'll just say, oh, you're a Arcanum worshiper. Death and rebirth is Morgan, right?
Yes, she's given me the task of helping you see your way through.
Oh, you talked to her. Okay. I
Now,
looked to
now
Randall.
that is something that isn't common for y'all.
I looked to Randall and I looked back to her. What does she look like? Do you have art
It is posted
I
in
actually just
art.
posted it.
in character?
And my profile picture in the server is actually her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Children. Okay. Cool. All right. I'll say,
I do.
well,
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll trust you for now. I think we can use the help if you want to help on a quest, and we'll go from there. But just know if you turn on us, I'm very quick and observant. You won't be able to do anything.
I
Plus,
wouldn't think of it.
be advised there's one other party that you have not yet seen and will not meet until later. Also a Mysterian, healer. Her name is Etesian. She comes and goes, finds us at the right moment. You'll understand later.
Well, I think
Well,
Olivia
you'll
said
understand
she was
when
from Cauldra, but yeah.
So she did say she's from Cauldra, but when he mentions another Mysterian, she does it does kind of pique her interest for a moment. But she
Because
doesn't
Randall's
say
an idiot.
anything.
He's an idiot. He's not paying attention right now.
Yeah.
I will say the cloak will hide a decent bit of her features, but you are at least able to see the bags under her eyes. She just looks extremely exhausted. But it doesn't seem to really phase her for some reason.
Well, it seems that all of us, by circumstance or by will, are explorers or wanderers of some kind. You may share our camp.
I appreciate the hospitality.
So your patron, Morgan, predicted that you would find us along this trail?
Yes, there's something that you should be prepared for moving forward.
I
The
see.
pass isn't quite as easy to navigate as you might believe. I'm to see you to her shrine.
Her shrine. Her shrine. Morgan.
Indeed. It's not
What will
often
we
that she
find there?
wishes to see others. That I
So,
cannot say, but I can at least tell you that it is of great importance.
so this patron of Morgan that you speak of is a mythical, magical feature.
Her very power alone is the reason I still live and breathe.
I see. Morgan sounds quite secretive.
She'll pause for a moment when he says secretive, and she'll just kind of like think on that statement.
There's not many people that can talk to Arcanum,
Mhm.
and the ones that do usually have to use something.
Regardless of any of that, it's the first time that I've heard of Morgan. Most Ionians, like myself and Rosea, are very knowledgeable about Arcanum, except their general existence. If you know something
Well,
of this dungeon beyond and have been sent to aid us, then who are we to refuse the help? After all, the entire world is in great danger. It could use any assistance that we can abide.
sorry, give me one moment. Then by all means, when you are ready to depart, please follow me. And she'll kind of fiddle with something around her neck, just clutching it in her fist,
Well, we're gonna spend the
staring at the
night
fire.
here, and we'll depart in the morning if that's okay. Um, I have to ask a question, and I want you to be honest, but it's kind of a weird question. What do you think about demons?
Say that one more time.
What do you think about demons?
They're a scourge that doesn't belong on this planet.
All right, good answer.
Well, I assume that you can discuss the rest. I am tiring quickly. It's time for me to retire. Good night.
All right,
Rest
I
well.
think, no offense, but I think we should do watches and um, Olivia, you can join us for a watch, but we're not going to leave you on watch just yet, by yourself just yet. We just met you, but so I'll take first watch.
By all means.
But feel free to share the tent and get some sleep.
Uh-oh. Dice rolling.
Oh no.
Talk about how on earth do we end up finding ourselves amongst even stranger adults? Yeah, I suppose it is just our luck. Yeah, I think we've done enough for today. And my crossbow arm is getting a little tired. Rose's taking first watch anyway, so we can head inside for the time being.
Pugabud has learned the S sound.
This whole time, Olivia is
Uncomfortable
just
thoughts.
staring at Bugabud, Just can't take her eyes off the little thing.
As Briar bug about her head again, would Bugabud make any note to Briar of this, or is Bugabud even aware?
Let's see here. Yeah, Bugabud notices that he's being stared at. He just kind of stares back, tilting his head to the left, then a hit to the right, tilting it upside down.
Bugabud? Briar will look back.
Olivia's pale cheeks will sprout a shade of pink while she just stares at the creature, and she'll try to like repeat his name. Bugabud?
I don't know if we should be engaging too much with this person just yet, Bugabud. If it turns out she could be trustworthy, she can give you all the head scratches you want. But for right now, let's try to get some rest.
Olivia's just gonna put out a hand to see if Bugabud will come to her.
But Bugabud just kind of gives a yawn, remembering he is tired. It's been a long day of being cute and adorable.
Very difficult work.
Olivia, was it? You said?
Yes.
Name's Briar Rosewood, and this is Bugabud.
A pleasure to meet you both. Especially you. And then she'll look at Bugabud again.
He's got them sleepy eyes going on. He's trying to stay awake.
We've had a bit of a long day, especially after dealing with an ambush on the road. It may give it some time, and maybe you can pet Bugabud. I'd at least prefer to wait until the captain signs you off fully, just in case.
I'll be sure to remember this. Rest well. It's hard to tell if that was said in a positive or negative tone, because she's just so quiet.
Olivia will remember this.
The DM.
Briar will then retreat into the tent and let Rosea and Olivia do their watch.
So, Olivia, are you gonna watch with me, or are you gonna go to sleep?
I'm rested enough. I don't mind keeping an eye on you all. It is my duty, after all.
Okay, well, it's gonna be a long night. Make sure to be rested up especially if it's dangerous. Whenever you get tired, feel free to use the tent.
Thank you.
Do I make a perception check, or are we just gonna roll for an encounter? Or
Roll insight willpower.
2d8. Roll 2d8. No, not worth a Fabula point. I'll take those 7.
Yeah, you look out, be like, yeah, there's a path off that way. And the path also goes off that way. That's the edge of a cliff right over there. Oh yeah, and there's the camp behind you.
Okay.
Pretty
Spent
dark
my
now.
watch making small idle chat with Olivia.
Olivia's mostly quiet, but she's like, you can tell she's like deep in thought, just trying to figure you guys out.
Enzo's trying to figure you out.
That's our
Are you
Kenzo.
are you staying up for my watch, Kenzo, or are you going to sleep right away?
Oh yeah, Kenzo's staying up. It's called the
Okay.
midnight oil. I've got to stay up late. Kenzo does trust no one.
Yeah, Kenzo didn't even trust Briar when first meeting her
Did not.
because, of course,
You're
she
right.
was very clearly trying to get Zena off the party. Yeah.
And it worked.
Also, you have you walked up with a blade, so I mean, you know.
This is true. This is true. I can't even complain. Oh man.
Although that blade is not drawn.
Yeah, I'm mostly talking about the weather and like what's your favorite food and like just small chat like that. I'm not going into detail.
Yeah, but I mean, we did just have a demon invasion, so Enzo is a little, worried about those who appear out of nowhere.
I mean,
Fair.
That's why we're not letting her have her own watch.
Ed.
Okay, so does my watch pass? Or...
Yeah. If anybody else wants to take a watch, they're more than welcome.
Okay, I'll ask Kenzo. Do you want to take second watch, or are you going to bed soon?
No, I'll be up.
Okay, make sure you get some sleep at least tonight. After second watch, wake up Briar or Randall.
Meanwhile, next to him, Lesh is just kind of soundly asleep with a plate and a wire in her two hands, just having fallen asleep working.
Okay, I'll go to bed and inch my little sleeping bag closer to Randall and go to sleep.
You're more than welcome to make a check if you want to.
Me?
Well, you or Kenzo.
What is it, Dex and Insight? Or Insight? Well, it don't matter for me.
Yeah, insight, willpower.
I forget it don't matter for me, so.
Yeah, you're a jack of all trades.
How about a 14?
Oh,
And
dang.
also, that's a crit.
Yep.
Yeah, that
That
is
is a
right. Lost day of the week, up.
Damn.
You already know. Give me an item.
Yeah. Oh, no.
This one's over here playing Core Race in their sleep.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen Core Race yet, Scribbles.
Oh no.
That's
Basically,
a mini game we made up.
triple triad.
It is our triple triad.
Interesting.
Yeah, as you're working away, you start noticing. Wait a second. I already have a couple of these plates. Did I forge too many? Oh, yeah, I did forge too many. Yeah, I guess I can put that away for the next project. So yeah, you got. We'll say about 300 cent of materials to your next project.
Woo! I'll take it.
Well,
Oh yeah, and you look out. It's just like, yeah, it's dark. Path up the mountain, path down the mountain. camp, Cliff?
Um,
That's not what I wanted.
Thwap, 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 thwap.
Let's see. I want to do a test roll just to be sure I do this right.
Yes. Insight,
Mm.
willpower.
Gotcha.
Here it is. That's what I was looking for.
Minus.
No, that's not what I wanted.
Yep, you rolled correctly.
Nice.
So we know Olivia has at least a D10 on something.
But yeah, you've got kind of up and down this path many times in your day. Yeah, the high roll of that would be a 7 if this was an attack.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this path is very familiar to you, even if it is a little more overgrown than when you last remember it, a little more worn, and also a little less used as well. It's been a while since people have traveled along this path. Been a while since the last people went to care for the shrine.
She'll kind of just whisper to herself. I wonder if she's been lonely all this time. Don't meow at me. Sorry, my cat is deciding to come visit.
Kenzo, do you eventually go to sleep and wake someone up, or do you stay up all night?
Kenzo will wake someone up in the early morning.
Who do you wake up?
That's a good choice.
Randall, Briar, do you wake up
Probably-
Lesha?
Well, I don't think Kenzo would wake up Briar, being that they look like a little kid, so Kenzo would let them sleep. I think I would wake up Randall.
As soon as Kenzo wakes up Randall, he startles awake, reaches for the aerosphere, and goes, Tempestora! Oh, wait, it's you. Was that my
Yeah.
nightmare?
Because of that, there was a hand on a blade, and he's staring at you.
That's you. What time is it?
Oh, hello? Watch time. Don't go back to sleep. Randall, I think it's your watch.
All right. It looks like we got the wee hours. It's actually good. I'll get to see the sun come up. All right. Randall leaves the tent. Takes a walk around the perimeter of the. We're going to see what it is that we can see. Insight willpower.
Is Olivia still up at this point?
Oh yeah, she's just been sitting to the side, just watching.
Oh gosh.
Every time you guys have switched shifts, she's just been taking in the interactions, just trying her best to learn you guys.
And before
putting
her quirk
Kenzo
is
on
she's an
board.
undead. And before she's an undead.
Kenzo's gonna sit against the tent, staring at her, and he's got like his sword wrapped in between his arms as he's like Just kind of sits there crisscross trying to fall asleep.
You sleep crisscross applesauce?
That's the way he's gonna do it tonight.
So, so noticing the like the clear defensive stance he's taking, she'll
Yes.
she'll take the fuck, why am I choking with the grip of what will eventually become her blade, and she'll just sit it down beside her, like completely removing it from her person, just so that he can see she's unarmed.
Like,
But she's not gonna stop watching him.
That's how Kenzo's resting against the tent, kind of like that.
Yeah, she's just trying to show him that she means no harm.
I think to kind of explain this, what she kind of removes from her back, well, there is the hilt of a blade. It seems to be sheathed in just a circle, just this yellow circle.
Mm-hmm.
Kenzo doesn't trust it. Something is off. Something is wrong.
You'd be absolutely right. Something is wrong.
Does anything happen on Randall's watch?
He gets to watch the sunrise.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. He's just like Randall is just like, man, I'm really excited for a sunrise, and boom, there's a sunrise.
So, full MP HP restored?
Yep.
Yay.
Yeah. Sadly, no inventory points restored. I inventory points do not restore on rest.
Yeah, you have to like explore for them or go to a town or something.
Yeah.
Or a merchant.
Well, I will keep that in mind and make exploration my next camp activity.
Well, the first thing to do is to grab a little water and put out this fire and stamp the ashes.
Oh,
As the
Sir
sun
Wake.
rises, yeah, Briar will also start to wake, walking out of the tent, stretching her arms behind her back, Bugabud stretching on her shoulder, stretching out his tail.
Sir Wake and I'll be like, we can't leave without a good breakfast. Am I cooking this time?
Well, and if we're going to do anything, we're going to do it cold because I just stamped out the fire so we could.
I guess rations it is.
Kenzo is gonna glare at you for stamping out the fire. So
I'm
no
sorry.
coffee.
Coffee? What's coffee?
Oh, I think he means kafafi. It's a cauldron drink.
Kafafi. Oh yes, we had kafafi before. Yes.
Calf. That's roll. Sit up. Starts rummaging around in a bag.
What color is the sunrise today?
Yeah, not nice and orange. So slowly coming up over the ridge or whatever.
Not sure why all these adults need these fancy drinks in order to wake up. I mean, I was on the road for 3 years, and I could get myself up out of whatever bed I made without any sort of kafafi or whatever it's called.
Yeah, well, you are young.
I'm gonna go over to Bugabud and be like, "Hi, good morning, Bugabud," and go for a scritch.
Oh,
Oh, you like that spot? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you found one of his sweet spots.
Yeah, two
Oh,
of his legs are kicking at the air. Yep.
Bugabud, the mighty warrior. I'll protect you in battle always. And I pat you on the head.
Olivia is just slowly inching forward, watching everyone play with Bugabud. Like it's so slow that every time you look at her, you can barely tell, but she's just a little bit closer than she was the last time.
Oh, before I forget, Bug, and she'll reach into her pocket and pull out one of his snack stashes to get you going before we go into the mountain. You're gonna need your energy after all.
Kinzo's gonna move to look at what Lesha has. But Kinzo's back is never to the new person.
Yeah, I figured we'll always be able to have a fire going at some point, so
Where do you store that thing?
I keep it in my bag.
You just keep a kettle in your bag?
I keep a lot of things in there.
What
Hey,
else
never
do
ask
you
a
have
lady
in
what's in her
there?
bag. Never ask a lady what's in her bag.
Well, when I see one, I'll be sure.
Hey, Lesha's a lady.
She starts pulling her wrench from her bag.
Kinzo's gonna back up.
I don't get it. Why shouldn't you ask a lady what's in her bag?
Foreigners.
Because we have
That is
not polite.
everything.
It's not polite.
That is a chivalrous matter. Many ladies, especially in civilized areas, carry personal supplies for their grooming.
Like an electric kettle.
You keep this up, you're not getting any calf.
Well, Kenzo, if you were capable of knowing any ladies, you would know the difference.
It's a
Lesha, can I have some cup coffee?
yeah, in a minute. Still heating up the water and all that.
Do we have cream and sugar?
I think the first cup should go to our new friend.
Sure. Olivia, do you drink cup coffee?
She looks at you extremely confused. She had been like quietly laughing at you all in the corner because everything you just said sounded ridiculous. She has no idea what the hell you just offered her.
Yeah. Apparently, coffee is cauldron for coffee.
Ah, I see. Okay. Got you.
Legally distinct.
Sure. Sure, why not?
How do you like it? Do you like it with cream or sugar?
I'll take mine black. Thank you.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Now I don't have any liquid creamer, but I do have some powdered creamer.
I'll take a powdered creamer.
Hmm.
Do we have sugar?
Yep. Reach
Yay!
into her bag, pull out I guess a small jar of sugar.
And I clap and smile.
Coffee.
Alfie.
That's cup coffee.
Yeah. After a minute, the electric kettle will start to whistle, and she'll flip the switch off. And, all right, who has their cups?
And put out my cup.
Yeah. Here we go. Pouring some coffee in. There
Yeah.
you go.
Y'all
I'll
enjoy
have
your
my-
calf. I'll
my
scout
little
ahead
tippy
and
cup.
see what's going on with the mountain.
Alrighty.
I'll take mine black.
There you go.
I
Yeah,
like
if you
put like a bunch of cream and sugar in it, stir it, and then look at Randall, and then look at my cup, and like kind of frown.
That's strong. Good stuff.
yeah, this thing usually does make it strong.
That'll be good for the day.
And just looking around, all confused on why they're adding like cream and sugar and everything to it.
Let's add some sugar to hers.
And Genja just turns and looks at her, just all confused.
But I like it a little sweet.
Well, I suppose while they're getting themselves ready, do Briar and Bugaboo happen to notice anything specific while checking out the entrance of the mountain?
Yeah, you're not too far from the entrance to the Roval Pass. It's a fairly decorated tunnel entrance, though Briar wouldn't really understand the writing around the entrance. Although above it in the basic word, it would have itself listed as the Roval Pass. Let those who would worship pass through freely. The entrance itself looks a little worn, like it's been abandoned in maybe the recent years. Like growth has started to going up the around it.
Yeah, she can have
Yeah,
some.
and there's apparently a babbling baby around.
Sorry.
You turn it, you realize it's just Bugabud making noises.
Aw.
You know, you got a point, Bugaboo. For a place that's supposed to be sacred, it don't exactly look sacred anymore. I wonder why why it's so dangerous now. I'm not really sure whether I'm not really sure what she means by that either. I just know apparently it's more dangerous in here than we thought it was.
No more.
Well, I don't see anything more of note, and I guess you don't either from the sound of it, so if nothing else, it at least seems like we'll be able to head inside without an ambush or something. At least not from the outside. Well, the inside's gonna be enough. Let's regroup with the others, see if they're ready. I can give you another snack later. Oh, don't give me those eyes. You really have become quite spoiled, haven't you? All right, all right. And she'll reach into her pockets, pull out another snack. That's it for now. I want to save more for when we get past the mountain. All right, good. And she'll give him a pet, and she'll make her way back to the rest of the party.
Bugabud is happy.
It's happy because he was able to manipulate his owner into giving him another treat.
Yes.
Okay, we ready to head out? I'll take the lead.
as everybody's had their coffee.
Friar will head back into the campsite. The coast seems clear in the entrance, though a little worse for wear. So I think we should be all right.
Okay. And Olivia, where exactly is the shrine?
Sorry. Hey, no. Stop that. Sorry about that. That's not exactly the easy answer you think it might be. I'll guide us along the way. There's some things we'll need to do first.
Okay. Stay behind me and keep an eye out. This area is hostile apparently, so.
She'll pick up the hilt to her blade. And then she'll just stop, and then she'll just follow behind.
Okay. We head out.
Scene transition. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Meanwhile, in the Hall of Justice.
Aquaman prepares a tuna sandwich.
Hey, the Omegaverse is later.
Isn't that cannibalism?
You got that, did you? Hmm.
Where you going? Where
He
you
put
going?
some mayo on it too. Those are the tuna he ate.
Yes. The party approaches the fairly decorated tunnel entrance. And like said before, a little worse for wear. Like, it's been a while since anyone's really been through here. If anyone else knows Mysterian, they recognize some markings around the door as Mysterian.
Am I able to read them?
Yes. Your parents and grandparents did teach you.
I was more asking if you could like send me what they say.
Oh, yeah.
So you gotta type it in here or in chat or whatever.
Oh,
Ugh.
I choose Pikachu.
the Geodude scoffs.
Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, the door is
No.
into the Roval Pass is currently closed, though.
I look for a handle.
You find your own hand.
I shake
Yeah.
it.
The door shakes back.
I am mildly confused.
Olivia would bring her hands together and she would begin to pray at the doorway.
Yeah. As Olivia is praying, you do find the handles for the doors.
I opened them.
Yeah. The doors would open up slowly. The hinge is creaking a bit. The path would lead inside into the pass. The floor a little with some laid stones, like almost paved, while glowing stones in the walls light up the place.
I lead the way and walk forward.
Yeah, pretty much right inside, off to the right or the east or whatever. There seems to be some sort of resting area set for travelers that pass through the Roval Pass. If you were coming from the other way, this area seemed like it would be a nice spot to relax in.
Well, it's time to search the room to see whether anyone has left anything behind.
Go in. Oh, hey!
Oh.
It's Monty!
How'd you get in here?
Well, it's Hesson follows us at a distance. We haven't really learned why, but welcome back, Atiji.
It'd be funnier if you found Artesian like behind a pot.
Like a ninja. I'm like a ninja, you know?
Mhm.
Oh, at some point, I need someone to help me level up Artesian. I had the time.
Yeah, I'll do that after the session. We'll just have you level
Thank
5
you.
for now.
Excellent.
Well, it'll be late then. I'll ping you and find a day that's good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just reach out to me and
All right.
hang it out in an hour or two.
Is
Yeah,
this
so-
for the search? This is insight willpower or inside insight?
Insight willpower.
Okay. I can give you a 6.
X.
I'm not good at this. For
Can I search?
basic searching, larger searches, I'm better at.
I'll search.
Yeah. You can, but take a -1 as Randall's just kind of being in the way.
No.
How about a 14?
Damn.
All right, I'll check over that way.
Yeah. So. Yeah, you search around this rest area. You know, like these alcoves in here could hold a soft mat to rest on, soft bedroll. Oh, find a couples in it. About like 100, 150.
Okay.
Yeah, but you'll also do find a shelf that holds some preserved foods.
When you say 150, is that like 150 like dollars or 150 yen? Like, how am I supposed to?
150 zit.
So is that like yen or like dollars? Is that a lot
It's
of money?
like, I don't know. It's like, I guess dollars, but it's the currency in this system.
Yeah, it's like gold. Or,
Oh, okay. I just want to know if that's a lot of money.
It's
So
okay.
it's enough to buy a meal.
Oh,
enough to buy a meal.
what kind of meal are we talking about here? Outback Steakhouse or Jollibee's? Or McDonald's?
Well, for the group of 7.
Oh, well, okay, there you go. That's good.
But yeah, there is a shelf that holds a few preserved foods, probably meant to be shared amongst travelers passing through.
I'll take it.
You just taking the entire shelf of food?
Yes.
You bitch, I want some of that.
You leave nothing, correct?
I leave 1.
I'm taking that. Fuck. I'm gonna break this over your head, you son of a bitch.
So the shelf is left empty.
Yes, but I
Yeah.
left 1. So
Yeah, and I took it.
then I
The
put another
dungeon
one
will-
back. And I put another one back.
Oh, well, we're doing this, so how many do I get at the end? I just keep taking them.
I keep my hand on it and I'm glaring at you.
Hold the both of you. It's unwise and it is improper to leave a traveler's den empty of supplies.
I'm not leaving it empty. I keep trying to leave something.
And you didn't give me any. You
It's
greedy
for
son of a
all
bitch.
of us.
Now,
Well,
the
I
both
want
of
some.
you need to be
Now.
considerate toward the next group that may be passing through, including us.
Yeah, we have a holiday in Ionius. It's called Halloween. It's and we go treat or tricking, and people leave out candy in bowls, and there's some butthole kids that will take the entire bowl and leave one. And I look at Kenzo.
Over on my planet, country, we have a thing called Freeze a Day where I kick the shit out of one lucky person who's stupid enough to come to my door.
Oh wow.
And today, I don't have a door, but I got someone who's unlucky. And it ain't me.
Maybe we should just keep going and leave most of that there so that we can let
Now
those
you will
maybe
hand
more needing
you will
have the
hand
food.
over to me the strumming, or I will beat you to death with it.
Etesian, what's up with this hostility?
I want the strumming. Fish, preserved fish in a can.
Just
I mean,
take a
some people
breath.
say
It's gonna be okay.
delicacy, you know. Kind of a pain. You got the little bones out of it, though. But it's worth it.
Monty, can you post? Do you have Etesian's art? Can you post it in character art?
I will. I'm driving right now, so I'll have to do that in 10
Okay.
minutes. It's there somewhere, but I will post it again.
It's not in character art.
Oh, weird. I thought I put it there. Well, I'll find it when I park, and I will post it in character art.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely not in here.
Yep. It's probably in the chat
DM,
somewhere.
Are the glowing symbols from the beginning of this dungeon in this room as well?
Yeah, it's not symbols. It's glowing rocks. Kind of like embedded in the walls.
Ah,
Are they like
Yeah.
normal rocks? They spheres.
Like glowstones.
But what shape are they?
Rock shaped.
Oh, so none of them are polished spheres. Okay. No.
Nah.
No, it's
Here, found it.
if there's nothing to be seen in this room, I suggest we move on.
Okay, I lead the way.
This is a very strange place.
Did we trigger a clock DM?
Yes, we
Do
did.
we have a clock?
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Yeah, we're at 2.
We triggered a clock.
Oh
Yep.
boy. Okay.
Oh,
We're
we're at
already
2
at 2.
already? We just got 1.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you're moving into the central area.
I posted a teasing in character art. I found it.
Okay.
Any place with glowing crystals, at least on Ionius, It's a place worth investigating. Back on my homeland, we look for these places. Even children look for them. If we see anything that's glowing a different color, specific range of colors, we relay this information to the thermic priest, as there may be geothermal vents close by.
Mhm.
I
This,
don't know
however, is a different.
vents.
I don't know
but
what the glowing crystals of war here may mean.
I don't know anything about vents, but I do recall my master having some fancy looking crystals in his home in the forest.
Well, geothermal vents in Ionian caves are usually hot. Sometimes the vent blows into a pool of water and creates what we call a hot spring. Ionians sometimes disrobe and step into the water for mineral water cleansing. It's an excellent bath. Sometimes, however, the vent is dangerous, either because it's very hot or because it contains more than simple heated mineral water. It could contain volcanic ingredients that could boil the water, or worse yet, periodically jet into the sky or into the cavern in what we call geothermal geysers. Those things are dangerous and can kill.
Hey, has anyone ever tried to take the steam from these things, like, I don't know, make a machine out of it?
Oh yes.
Use the machine to power things? Use the rocks in the water?
Oh yes.
Steam
Is
power
it-
things?
As a matter of fact, the thermic priest is in charge of that kind of thing. Those types of geothermal heating heats most of our houses and castles and major industrial buildings all around the Ionian continent.
Anyone tried
Some
to make
springs
a
are
weapon out
longer
of
than
it?
others. Pardon?
Anyone ever tried to make a weapon out of it?
Well, no, because even though some of these geysers are timed regularly, most of them are unstable and can blast their jets at random times. Most of the
meant the
geothermal
rocks.
vents, though, are regular and constant, but not very powerful.
I mean the rocks.
Oh, the rocks themselves. That's dangerous business. The rocks themselves can be pried from the walls, but not many of them are inherently useful, unless, of course, they are, well, magic stones. That's where we get some of our Magitech power from.
See. Well, you have taught me a valuable lesson today.
Well, there is one more thing, is that some of these large bodies of water are constantly replenished just by water flow. And the blast of geothermal vents through this water creates what we call Magitech fluid. And those things power some of our war machines, including my ship.
See. Fascinating.
Oh yes, I'll tell you more once we get aboard.
I'd
The
love
more
to hear
I
it.
hear about Magitech, the more it makes my brain hurt.
Oh, it's much more complicated than that. There are a lot of numbers involved, a lot of theories, and formulas so complex they might as well be magical.
It's not that hard.
Well, you'll love to meet the Queen. Let's
Really?
move on.
Alright.
What is this central place? What does it really look like as we enter?
This central place just kind of looks like a crossroads of sorts. There's four additional paths leading away from this. There's a path leading off to the east, one going to the west, one down to the southwest. Then there's one going off to the north, although the stones going up that way start to look a little rougher before approaching a different door.
Well, we should let Oblivia make our initial choices. However, we also need to be aware of geothermal vents in this area. There doesn't seem to be a lot of water around here, so those vents may be gas instead, which carries its own dangers.
That's not.
So, I have a question for the DM here.
Yes.
Do I receive any guidance in regard to this choice from Morgan?
If you kind of close your eyes, just kind of focus on her. You'll hear her.
Use the force.
Make her use the force check. No,
The noble
you hear
Jedi is dead. Unless shenanigans.
yeah, you'll kind of hear a hum in your head. Well, they might want to explore. Take him east. Show him the things that have been forged.
Gotcha. Then Olivia will quietly step forward to the eastmost path, and she will she'll hold out a hand after you.
Let's not go too far too fast. Let Rosea lead. Rosea is our best defensive party member.
Yes,
As
I'll
you
go
wish.
first.
I will immediately follow, just to stay close.
I'm the best everybody.
Olivia will stay closest to Briar and Bugabud.
She's near the back of the pack then.
Yep.
This area of the cavern seems to be a forge of sorts, built for processing ores and minerals mined from this mountain. A place where people could clean up the gathered ores, melt them down, forge into ingots, or to free the raw gems from stone without shattering the gems in the process.
What's the source of the heat for the forge? Are there pipes? Is there a grate? Is the forge even lit?
Yeah. The forge is lit. It seems to be lit naturally.
From what?
You get close, you don't notice that the area around it is pretty warm. You could
Kenzo? Alicia, what do you think?
Well, it's just maybe it's lit through magma flow. I mean, this is a volcano.
Well, if this is the only local vent right beneath this forge, and it was built to be controllable, well, that could provide heat indefinitely.
Maybe.
Be very careful where we move.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, if this is a volcano, the footing could be unstable. As a volcano, it shifts with the earthquakes and the rumble each time.
How would they be
I
able to
see.
make a stable forge if it's just gonna shake all the time?
Why would you build a forge in a volcano in the first place?
The intense heat? Would that help? Would that help forging things? Or melting things?
It would melt, but the heat would never allow it to solidify properly.
Well, it would. It's like you're making like a small item, maybe like a ring, and you're putting all your hate and malice, and just will to dominate all life into it, then I think we'll
Could
be all right.
be. A ring is an excellent idea for that.
So this place isn't a forge, it's a smelter.
I do not know what it is, but we should be cautious. And we may not be alone in here.
True.
Oh yeah.
Somebody may still be using this forge.
Briar will take
Well-
a glance around, just see if she notices anybody or anything for that matter.
Well,
More than
Briar,
we know about
since
the area, the better.
Briar, since you're the one that looking around, notice like forge or smelter. There's not any like weapons or armors like you'd expect to see like at a blacksmith's. There's art pieces, metal figurines of different things.
What
Hey
different
guys,
things?
come take a look at this.
Yeah, what different things?
Yeah, one of the figures you pick up seems to resemble a wolf, or if at the very least some wolf-looking creature. The metal's crafted in such way to make the wolf's fur seem like it's ablaze.
Kenzo, can you make out what types of metals these are?
What would that be? Insight?
Probably.
Maybe Elisha might know better because of our skills.
Well, whatever they're made of, it looks like they're trying to make monsters? Question mark.
Or representatives of the monsters that are already here.
How about a 15?
Damn.
Do I recognize the metals? Are they making something? What are they doing, DM?
Well, one thing you realize is that some of the metals used in crafting this thing, these are very heat resistant metals. Like you suspect that the reason why the forge is basically using like access to like a magma vent or whatever to smelt things, because like whatever ore used to be mined here probably needed that much heat to be melted down.
These metals, they're resistant to heat. That's why they're using the vent.
So you think those things might be part of the construction of the more developed areas of this place? The rooms themselves, maybe?
It is possible. There has
Then
to
that
be
would-
plans. And Kinto will start looking for a table.
So I start looking around the walls. The walls look like stones because there are rocks embedded in the stone. And now, Randall starts to think a little bit. So, the walls here might actually be a facade for the metals that are inside. Like reinforcements for the rock walls. There might be metal beyond these rocks.
Well, look,
Like the walls are cages. It's just a theory, of course. I'm no tinkerer.
looking around, you notice that there's that bug bud is making some cute noises. But yeah, you notice that there's some other figures besides the burning wolf. there seems to be a crafted figure of what seems to be some sort of sea turtle. Sections of the sections of its shell.
Zubathas.
These
I know
sections
these.
of its shell holding various runic markings.
Rosea, come and look at this.
Let me just do something.
Oh, interesting.
Look at the runic symbols. Look at the runic symbols on your shield. Now look at this Zubatha. Do they look similar?
You think it's Ionian tech? Because that's what my shield is.
I'm good.
DM, do the runes look similar between her shield and the Zubatha turtle?
No.
No, look over here. It's definitely different. It's not magic tech. I don't know what it is. It might be arcana magic.
Olivia just quietly whispers the name Umaral.
Umaral? What is that?
The Arcanum of the Coast.
Arcanum of the Coast. Well, I'll be sure to remember that one.
And then she'll point to the other. And this is Infris. The Arcanum of volcanic power.
So whoever made this forge is crafting up figurines of these Arcanum.
Arcanum of the Coast.
No.
Would you say that name again of the...
We have Umaral of the Coast
Yes?
and Infris of the volcano.
Ferris. Ah. The more that we learn, and the more that we remember, the safer we are on unsafe ground. I'll have to investigate this Umaral later. An interesting sea turtle. I think we might see its like again.
You know, now that I remember, the entry to this place mentioned about how those who worship pass through freely. Is this a place where these Arcanum are worshipped?
Wait.
Indeed.
I remember now. Do you remember the dungeon of the Sorceress Queen? It had leftovers, much like these.
Yeah. Olivia, your eyes would go to the last figure that they haven't seen yet. A humanoid figure held on a stand that makes her seem to be floating, as the figure has no legs, just a sort of like wispy tail under it. Long hair made out of the metal used in forging this figurine, with a dress having some stars and moons on it, and a conical hat upon her head, bearing a sun that seems to be either setting or rising.
Now this one I like already. If this is the representation for an Arcanum, this is fit for a sailor. A sky sailor at that.
Olivia will step in front of it and just kind of stare up into her eyes. Morgan, we'll be to see you soon.
So this is the representation of the Arcanum of Morgan?
Yes, this is Morgan, the Arcanum of death and rebirth.
Death and rebirth.
Those who meet an untimely end meet Morgan, and she will decide what becomes of them.
She has to decide that for everybody who dies? I can't imagine that's an easy job.
I can't imagine how that could be fair. Morgan would have to be all-knowing.
Stop. Stop. Here. Be careful, okay?
Sorry.
Etesian, do any of these figures make any sense to you?
Hey, settle down.
Not here.
You unmuted.
If you're speaking, it's not. Oh, hey.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you very quietly.
Okay.
There we
I
go.
was just saying. No, I don't know anything about a Morgan, but can I roll for the other one?
The Infrared,
What?
Blazing Wolf, or Uberall, the Sea Turtle with the Arcanum of the Coast?
No, it doesn't strike a bell with me.
Alright.
Sounds cool though.
T-
Tell me more.
Tishan, do you touch any of these figures?
Yes.
Which one do you touch first?
Turtle.
And you touch it and hold it. You hear Bugabud being cute still. No, but really, in your ears, you actually hear a wave crashing against the shore. Does this one here?
Alright. Why? Does anyone else hear that, or is it just me?
It is just you.
Well, I'm looking around. What the fuck?
Gears doesn't understand. Are we even sure?
Hello?
Hi.
Okay, good. You hear me?
Yeah.
That sound better?
Yeah, you do sound better. Do you need me to repeat anything?
No, I heard you perfectly. I just wasn't talking very loud, it seemed.
Okay.
But no, I'm just like kind of confused. What the sound?
I'm gonna turn you up to like maybe 125.
Thank you. Just not a loud person. I am my normal
It's okay.
day-to-day life. I just can't. I don't know. My
Yeah.
chance to not yell at people. Because I yell at people all day. Slight rage that I have.
But yeah.
So I'll touch another one. There's a wolf one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, when you pick up the wolf, you feel warm all over.
Huh.
Little hot even. Not sure about this one.
Okay, I'll take mine off.
So you put it away?
Yeah, I don't like it. It gives me weird feelings. Like, oh, I don't want this.
Yeah.
The turtle was cool, but I don't.
Yeah, like
I'm shy with
as soon
this.
as you had set some down, like when you set the turtle down, the crashing wave in your ear stopped, and when you sit down, the wolf you return to the normal temperature you were at.
Okay, yeah, don't touch that one. What was the other one? I remember it was wolf, the turtle. There's another one, right?
Morgan.
Yeah,
Morgan.
that's right, yeah. I'm gonna touch that one.
Oh,
Are you listening, little one?
Bro, what?
Ah,
Who's talking?
it hears but doesn't understand. Unnatural, but yet so ignorant.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Taking out my...
What? No.
Produce my gun.
Say again.
Taking out my gun.
It's so violent to just an object. Don't worry. We'll see each other soon, little one. And like that. You didn't exactly notice it when you did pick it up, but when you did, you had felt kind of chilled all over, like mainly like down the spine. But after she said that feeling went away.
Yeah, I only like the turtle.
Well, these figurines were left behind. And from the looks of things, this was a smelter. To use some of the stones that were found here to form these figurines. Obviously, you felt something from them, Tijin. What was it?
I point to, I was like, I don't like those two, but the turtle, I could hear nice waves. Pretty neat.
So
Did
these
you-
are connections to the Arcanum.
if this is a place
Guess
of
so.
worship, I suppose that would make sense. Though, if that is the case, I wonder why it feels like things have not been touched in a while.
It seems that there are many great powers that haven't been touched for a while. Perhaps that's the reason that the demons felt that it was safe to invade. Remember the tomb of Gerard? It hadn't been touched for a long time. And the ambrosia had been lost to time forever until we found it. There are many more mysteries to be found here. Clearly, this might be the beginning of, or at least another clue, toward the Arcanum themselves. And since the demons have the speaker crystal, the crystal that can speak to the Arcanum, well, we need to find as many clues about the Arcanum as we can. I think we should move forward.
Oh, sorry, I have a question.
Yes.
I just noticed I was weak on my character sheet. That goes away with a rest, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, let's move forward. Are we near the shrine you were talking about, Olivia?
We're close. I can feel her near.
Which way?
She'll close her eyes and once again seek her guidance.
But are they ready to come see?
I believe so. I think now is the time.
I see one taste and think that they want all the answers. The way forward is obvious. if they wish to explore.
Sorry. Is there only one path out of here? I'm sorry. I may have missed some of it because of little lady screaming at me about the tape measure she found.
Yeah,
The beauty of having children.
she's at the way to the shrine is obvious. There's also other places that could be explored as well. Yeah. There is another route to the north if y'all want to go there. Otherwise, you can return back to the crossroads.
Gotcha.
We may as well see what's in this north room, right?
Yeah, might as well.
And Olivia will just relay that to the party.
We
If you
are
wish to be
undamaged.
curious, now is the
Currently no
time.
risk. We certainly should explore while we can. Yes.
So
You go north.
I lead the way to the room to the north.
you go up into the northern room, and first thing you notice is half of it is kind of caved in.
Well, we couldn't expect the entire place to be in good repair.
Yeah.
What was this room?
Well, judging from the various boxes kind of stacked together, and that some of the boxes are kind of smashed open from the said cave-in. There are some various random ores, some coal unused, because why would one need to use coal when you have a volcano for a smelter?
They won't need that then.
We
Could
search
very
for
well
loot.
be. There's a pretty good chance that there's some here.
Looking around, you do find some ore chunks that are this heat-resistant metal that you found.
I pick one up and I go, Kenzo, catch! And I throw it.
I'm gonna put it in one of my
Right.
pouches.
You know what, if you are throwing the chunk of ore at Kenzo, first I need you to give me a might check.
Yeah, I imagine it's the huge one. Roll 2d10. 13.
Yeah, you lift it, and you notice it's hefty as you throw it.
Kenzo, catch!
Kenzo, make a might dexterity check to either catch or dodge, as a chunk of ore is being thrown at you.
How about an 8?
Where's the roll? I don't see it.
Oh, wait,
You're
that's
rolling
that.
in my notes channel for some
Yeah, I
silly
did.
reason.
I see that.
No chill.
Yeah, I can't delete it though. It's weird.
Get out of here! No!
Because it popped up with the newest thing, and that's where it was.
Alright, give me the roll in the table. Dice rolls that fall off the table do not count.
That's good. I like that roll anyway. That one's much better. 10.
Alright, would you like to catch or dodge?
I'd like to catch it.
Alright, you managed to react fast enough to catch it. And it does take you by surprise by how heavy it actually is. Like, it makes you stumble back a couple steps.
I flex my lady muscles.
I'm still gonna grab it and put it in one of my pouches.
Alrighty.
Do you want me to add that to group loot, or you got it?
I got it.
Okay.
I got this somewhere over here.
Is there anything aside from various ores in these boxes? Anything magical?
I can
Yeah,
detect
meanwhile-
magic, but that
Excuse
takes
me.
a lot of mana.
Sorry.
I'm going to examine the cave-in itself.
Hmm.
Are there any rocks that we can safely move without creating another cascade into the room?
As far as like major bits of rock, not really.
Well, now it's time to peek in between the rocks to see if we can see beyond.
No. Yeah, peeking beyond the rocks, you kind of see a sloping. You can barely see a bit of a sloping path going downward. But you
Aha!
can definitely feel heat kind of pushing through.
If we can clear this cave-in, there's a sloping ramp beyond. Looks a little risky to try to clear the cave-in. But there's clearly another way back up to this spot. If we can clear it now, safely, then we might have another path through this place.
But yeah, like
I will say that it's risky, maybe impossible,
yeah,
maybe dangerous.
looking
for us.
at the state of this cave-in, there is something inside you that gives you a worried feeling, like a feeling like you're like it's surprised that with the state of the cave-in there's even this much of the room left. You're not sure where this feeling is coming from.
Well, in any case, I think that we need to leave this alone and double back. Just keeping in mind that one of these paths from down below will lead to this as a dead end.
Here you go.
Olivia
we
is
need to double back to the main
watching
entrance
inquisitively.
and choose a different path. Since we've had cave-ins already, make sure that we keep an extra eye overhead. These walls and ceilings may not be as stable as they used to be.
That might become even more of a problem if we get jumped by anything.
And there's a major battle, yes. And since this is a volcano, we haven't gotten to the portion of the volcano that is full of heat or fire, lava, gas. I say we return to the central room and choose a different path to see what direction we can find. Or we can take Olivia's path back in the smelter room. I think we should follow Olivia for now.
Yes, but behind me. Let me go first, please.
Agreed.
Alright, so
And we move on.
yeah, back
Shall we
to-
return to the crossroads?
Well, there was a second exit from the smelter room.
No.
Okay, so we have to
No
go through the smelter room, back, and then choose the other path. Okay.
Yep.
So clock advances by 2? Yes!
Oh boy.
Alright, what are the paths from this room? The crossroads?
There's north where there is a door and the path seems to kind of sorry, it got pinged. There we go. Okay. There's the path to the north that has the door and where the the stone-laid path kind of starts to go away. I don't kind of starts to end. There's the path to the west, and then there's a path to the southwest.
Unless Olivia has a direct idea, I think that we should explore the other rooms, and then finally go north, where the floor begins its transition to the rougher rock.
Well, if you're kind of pushing for a choice, you do feel a draw towards the west.
Well, unless there's a clear choice, I think that we should save north for last. Let's go to the west. I have a funny feeling about this. I think that we should go to the west, just to explore in some sort of order.
Olivia will nod and walk to the doorway, once again holding out a hand to gesture you through.
Say behind me, and I'll go through.
And while you start going down this path, the random encounter clock is filled.
Oh boy.
So now I need to get monsters ready.
Are we on break?
Let's take a 5 to 10 minute break. So